your podcast is already a huge benefit because it allows your listener to be thinking of you as that expert. It allows you to just be able to share who you are, how you are, stories, things that you've done, and for them to start to know you and like you and trust you. Now, by the way, they won't trust you unless they know and like you. They won't like you until they know you. So having a podcast gets you in front of lots of people. That way they can at least know who you are. And if you're a credible person, if you are likable, they can start liking you. And after some time, they probably will start trusting you and they might work with you and or tell their friend about you so that their friend can work with you. So having a podcast is already one form of pull marketing because you're not, and hopefully you're not yelling at your listener. Hopefully you're not basically intimidating your listener or scaring your listener into something. Hopefully you can be real with them and authentic with them. Other ways of doing pull marketing, other ideas, other thoughts are instead of you need to buy this, you can ask questions like, do you think this would be important to you? Yes or no? Or you could even say, this might not be important to you. It's kind of interesting how that could work. Think about it just for a second. We're talking a few ideas of pull marketing right now. And one of them is, hey, this might not be right for you. Because then the person like literally is like, wait, why wouldn't it be right for me? You know, they're like, why wouldn't it be right? Who are you to say that it's not right for me? I want to see if this is right for me. So in a way, it kind of changes up the psychology where normally, or by normally, I mean, in the past, it would work if you were like, you have to buy this. And now it's like, hey, this might not be right for you. And they're like, wait, why? Why wouldn't it be right for me? And then you kind of go with that. Now, there is absolutely easily discernible manipulative things where I've seen this a lot of times on Facebook ads and some people's podcasts and YouTube channels where they will say, hey, let's just say it's, what is a good idea? What is that thing called? A life insurance policy. I've got one and I don't even know what it's called. Okay, so a life insurance policy. Let's say that you have somebody who's selling life insurance. They get money if you get life insurance. And what we are used to them saying is, you're stupid if you don't have life insurance. All of these bad things could happen to your family. Do you want bad things to happen to your family? And we're like, no, I don't want bad things to happen to my family. What do I need to do? And they're like, well, obviously you need to buy a life insurance policy. Oh, how much is it? Can I even afford it? And they're like, well, just use your credit card and you can afford it. And all of a sudden you get sold and you never knew if you really needed it. But let's just say that same life insurance salesperson changed it up and they were like, oh yeah, I sell life insurance. And you're like, oh, cool. That's awesome. Why aren't you trying to sell me life insurance? And they're like, oh, well, I don't even know if you need it. Well, I don't have a life insurance policy. That's fine. But still, like, I don't even know if you would need it. And I don't even know if it would be something that would work for you. So it doesn't matter. And now you're like, well, why wouldn't it work for me? Why don't I need it? You're thinking to yourself, this is crazy. He or she sells life insurance, but like won't even look at me. I don't like this. I feel like that person isn't seeing me. And now I'm going to prove to them that I'm totally fine having life insurance. So now you start to sell yourself to them. And you're like, well, how much is it? Yeah, I can afford that. What are your premiums? How does it help? What would it look like for my kids? And now you're asking the question and they're just responding. They're just answering questions because you are selling yourself to them because they switched up. Instead of was a pushy salesperson, they became a pulley salesperson. Kind of interesting, kind of a unique way to think of it.